Hello there and welcome. My name is Nick Rhodes. I work for West Licking Fire Department. I am stationed at Station 401 located on Broad Street. This is our first edition of Fleet Fridays, where every other Friday we're going to be introducing you to one of our apparatus that we have in our fleet. Located behind me is Rescue 401. It is our only rescue in the district. If you were to cut this truck in half, the driver's side of the truck is all firefighting equipment. The passenger side of the truck is all rescue equipment. We also have some equipment located on the top of the truck. That equipment includes high-angle rescue equipment, water rescue, ice rescue, and some hazmat items as well. I pulled a few items down. I'll show you some of the items, not all the items, that we carry up there. We'll start here. We'll work our way around the truck. This is the driver of the truck here. We call him the engineer. You can take a look inside there and see all the buttons and switches we have. This truck is generally staffed by 3, sometimes 4 firemen. So we have a driver, we have an officer, and then the third firefighter rides in the back. In this compartment, the third firefighter has the opportunity to grab a water can and a hook, and or a halligan and an axe, which we utilize for forcible entry. This here is our pump panel. The gentleman that drives the truck, the engineer, is in charge of running the pump on a fire scene. We make everything color coordinated because on a fire, time is of the essence. So if the guys are stretching a yellow line, we're pulling a yellow lever. If they're stretching an orange line, we're pulling an orange lever. These are our cross lays. Both of them are 200 feet, and these are our primary lines that we use for fire attack. We carry 750 gallons on this truck. When we get to the other side, we have an intake there, and then that's where we'll tag into a fire hydrant for more water. This is the engineer's compartment. The tools found in here are various couplings of sizes that will assist the engineer in connecting various hoses of diameters together that he may need. This second compartment located here, we have hand tools for the firemen, and then also located behind this panel, we have various squeegees, brooms, fire extinguishers for different types of fires. We have a roll of Visqueen here for salvage purposes. So in the event you have an upstairs fire in your house and there's some water leaking down below, we can throw a tarp over it or some Visqueen to help salvage or save as many of your belongings as we possibly can. This third compartment on this side, this is our small engine compartment. We have chainsaws so we can cut holes in roofs, down trees, wherever it may be. We have a rotary saw here so we can cut metal with it, cut garage doors. A new tool to us here recently is an electric chainsaw. These chainsaws don't run very well when there's smoke in the air. So we found that having an electric chainsaw is definitely a benefit to us in those smoky conditions. Moving around to the back. You want to pause? So moving around to the back of the truck here, this red bag here, this is our hydrant bag. So the engineer also, he'll come back here, he can grab the hydrant bag with the assistance of another firefighter, and all the tools needed to hit a fire hydrant to supply water to the apparatus to get water on the fire will be found in this bag. This is an electric positive pressure fan that will help you eject the smoke out of the house. Moving up here, we have 3 ladders. We have a 12-foot roof ladder. We have a 24-foot extension ladder. We have a 10-foot attic ladder. We have pike poles of various sizes. So then in the event you have an attic fire, we're able to get through your drywall to get access to that fire. The hose on top, starting on the left, that's what we call our LDH hose. That is for water supply purposes. We use that to take the water from the fire hydrant to the apparatus. The next hose, that's called our yard light. So in the event the positioning of the truck is greater than 200 feet, we'll pull that off the truck. There's 500 feet there in supply. And then this is what we call a ground monitor or a blitz fire. We can deploy that, and it's a stationary ground monitor. These are a couple of the items that I brought up from on top of the truck. This first yellow suit here, This is called a Mustang suit. You'll see guys wearing this in the event there's an ice rescue. If someone gets trapped in a frozen pond or anything along those lines, you'll see us wearing these yellow suits, and these are called Mustang suits. This red suit here, this is what we call a dry suit. So in the event there's an emergency on a river or anything along those lines, it's not frozen. You'll see the guys wearing these red suits, which are called dry suits. Our dry suits are kept in bags. Every dry suit comes with the same thing. Every guy gets their own personal flotation device, pair of boots, pair of gloves. There's a total of 4 bags up there with 4 different size dry suits. And this is all kept on the passenger side of the rescue. If we were to go through the driver's side of the rescue, that's where we carry all of our high angle rope equipment. We have various lengths of rope. We have mechanical advantages, and this is one of the devices that I pulled down to show you. This is what we would call a MPD. It's a multi-purpose device, so we can use this for ascending and descending and or lowering victims, lowering a rescuer down in the event someone got trapped for a high angle rescue situation. Moving on. This is the fire truck's toolbox. Everyone in here probably has a toolbox in their garage. If you need a wrench, a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, or anything along those lines, you'll come to this department to get it, along with sawzalls, drills, impact drills. This is also where we carry our lockout kit. So in the event you get you or your child gets trapped in a car on a hot summer day or something along those lines, the tools to get your child out safely would be found in this compartment here. In reference to auto accident stabilization, we carry various sizes of cribbing called adult Jenga. We'll build a crib box in the event we need to stabilize a load of some form so that guys can get under there safely and work to extricate whatever emergency is going on. This compartment here is our overflow extrication equipment. We have extra cutters, extra spreaders, extra rams. We have struts for stabilizing. We have a hydro strut for lifting. We have airbags for lifting. Anything that we may need in the event of an auto accident when there is someone trapped, we would come to this compartment here to obtain those tools. In reference to the fire hydrant again, this is what we call an intake. So water would come from the fire hydrant. We would take it in right here and it would go into the pump, and then that's how we would distribute it out to the guys on the line. This compartment here, this is our RIT compartment. So this is a RIT bag, it has an extra SCBA bottle in there. So in the event one of our guys goes down or God forbid something happens and they need more air in a fire, we could utilize this to quick fill their bottle. This is a high point RIT bag that can assist us from getting someone that is trapped out of a window or off a roof in a safe and efficient manner. And then moving on to the front of the truck, we will find our first line extrication equipment, which most of you may know as the jaws of life. We have a cutter here and we have a spreader here. Like I said, these are our first tools that we pull off on an auto accident, but we'll also reference that back compartment there to obtain what other tools we may need. This completes the first edition of Fleet Friday. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, please stop by and ask, and tune in for our next episode.